okay, maybe one of the buildings he designed fell and doesn't want to talk about it.
My boy Green.
Were you even an architect, you scheming son of a bitch? Okay, so here's how the scam works. You first have to buy the coffee inventory.
What's poppin', man? Hey, what's poppin'? What's goody, good, man? Hope y'all having a good day. You dig what I'm saying? We back with another video. It's called I Got Scammed. You dig what I'm saying? I don't even know who it was by. Hold on, let's check. Domics, I don't know, bro. I don't know how to say it, bro. Y'all know I'm bad with names. You dig what I'm saying? So look, man, we better get into the video called I Got Scammed, man. Let's get right. 3, 2, 1. Yes, sir. I know I butchered that name so bad, man. Dang. That nigga, bro.
Back when I was in college, I joined a pyramid scheme, which is a business structure revolving around the investment of recruitments who further recruit more participants whose commissions are often partially credited to the earlier recruiters. There are many variants of the pyramid scheme, but the typical outcome of its design is that those in the bottom levels generally do not find profit.
Yeah.
Me. That's me, right there.
Oh, dang, that's
they are
tough,
illegal in many places, and so they will never admit to you that they are a pyramid scheme. They switch around a few business mechanics to get around the semantics of what defines a pyramid scheme, but they are a pyramid scheme nonetheless. I think it was a friend who one day invited me to join him for a job listing. I don't remember how he found out about it, but despite not having much luck in the part-time job hunts during that time, I wasn't really too interested at first. I didn't understand what the listing was for, but he mentioned that it didn't require prior experience or education. And here I was thinking,
so
well,
what you doing,
I have an education. Maybe they'll see that as an advantage and hire me. Ooh. God, so stupid. Keep in mind, I was naive to this sort of thing at the time and didn't understand the concept of pyramid schemes yet. I didn't get to watch this kind of video to warn you all about them. So we drive to this sketchy neighborhood I'm unfamiliar with and arrive at this unwelcoming building. And after knocking on what could have been both a front or back door, we were greeted by two people, which I assume to be the employers.
Bro, don't go anywhere you don't know where you going, bro. Don't just get in the car and just roll with somebody, bro. Make sure that nigga tell you where you go be so you can search it up on your maps, you dig what I'm saying? For your own sake, you dig what I'm saying? Because niggas like this go pop up. Like, look at these two, bro. They're weirdos, bro. Look at them, bro. Come on, dog. Come on, dog. They probably got the blammy on it. They about to pop this dude head. You never know. You never know. They probably go rob you, bro. Man, you can't be doing that.
Later,
bro.
I realized that recruiters was the more appropriate title. They quickly introduced themselves and we were then led into a room with maybe 3 or 4 other people. The room had a panel arrangement with a projector set for a PowerPoint presentation at the front. At the side was a snacks table, so you bet I partook in some of that free shit. Hey, whether or not I get hired tonight, I'm at least getting something out of it. Unless I get murdered. They started the presentation soon enough and began talking about their product, which was this premium organic instant coffee, and we were going to be responsible for selling it, which I thought should have been a relatively simple task, right? Many people open up their mornings with coffee to be able to survive a workday, or even start their evenings with one to prepare themselves for the long night of a deadline rush. It's the kind of product people could want at any time of the day. The presentation was relatively short and simple. They first talked about the benefits of being involved in this business, such as the ability to earn full-time income for part-time work, and how they reward BMWs to recruits who work hard and reach a certain quota of their own recruitments. I don't know what it is about these pyramid schemes, but for some reason they always offer a nice car that you realistically will not be able to earn. They also mention a lot of company vacations and benefits that you'll be able to indulge in, all for...
These niggas just be getting in people's heads, bro. Tell them I'm about to give you this, I'm about to give you that. They ain't gonna give you nothing. Not a thing, bro. Not a thing. They gonna give you about $2, you feel what I'm saying? And get their money, bro. They about to have the BMW. I don't know about you. You know what I'm saying?
Selling some coffee. And it all depends on how hard you want to work. And that's how they get you. They reel you in with an opportunity that seemingly anyone can be competent in, shower you with the potential for extravagant rewards, and challenge your pride of whether or not you have what it takes to make it big. Sure, there's some truth in that, but it's a real cop-out for the responsibility for you, their recruitments. They've got nothing to lose. If you make it big, well, hey, I guess they were right. I told you can do it. It's just like we said. I don't know why it's a southern accent. We're in Canada. But if you fail miserably, they leave you with the verdict that you've only got yourself to blame because you probably didn't work hard enough. Being a college student contemplating about his continued passion for architecture school, I was a perfect target for them. I was looking for ways out of my program, looking for other options, and they caught me slipping. They continue on with some bullshit health benefits of the coffee and how much more superior it is compared to your everyday Tim Hortons, as if this was supposed to give you eternal youth or something.
They all talk,
now don't get me wrong, they of course let us try some samples of the coffee, and not gonna lie, it kinda slapped. But you know, maybe drinking a product from strangers in a sketchy house should have called for more caution, because they could have been a cult for all I knew, and I probably just drank the ashes of one of their leaders so they could be reincarnated inside of me. I don't know. 10 years later, I'm still doing alright. In the middle of the presentation, they even had to preemptively defend themselves and said, "This is not a pyramid scheme." I mean, for them to have to include that in their
if they say that, my boy, GG's,
presentation
GG's,
definitely meant
bro.
people have accused them of being so in the past.
GG's,
Red flag
bro.
missed. Gah, so stupid.
Retarded,
After the presentation, I went up to one of them to have a bit of a chat, because when he introduced himself, he mentioned that he was previously an architect. Oh snap,
on,
hey,
dog.
I'm in architecture school, what's up? I asked him about his experience with being an architect, where he studied, and what made him decide to leave that career path and choose this instead. I was given a pretty dismissive answer, as if he was trying to dodge the topic and only wanted to talk about the coffee and my interest in it. Oh, okay, maybe one of the buildings he designed fell and doesn't want to talk about it.
boy
Were you
Green.
even an architect, you scheming son of a bitch? Okay, so here's how the scam works. You first have to buy the coffee inventory
Slapping
from
that
your
boy
recruiter. They give us a choice between 3 levels of packages.
Yeah.
The bronze, the silver, and the gold.
And the gold.
Each with varying amounts of the coffee and its different
gold's the
types.
best one.
The
Yeah,
bronze
yeah,
only
yeah.
gave you like 2 boxes, and this was meant for recruitments who aren't as willing to dive into the scheme but are down to dip their feet. Low
Yeah.
commitment, low risk. In the mind of a scammer, if they can't get someone to full commit, they could at least milk
They
a
can
few
get
drops out of them.
some.
The silver gives you a bit more, and of course gold gives you the most, with a larger variety of flavors and decreased price per unit.
Yes, sir.
They got me. That's a bargain. I'll take 10. We are then tasked with selling the product, of course, but we could also find our own recruitments who
My
could
boy
sell the
Luffy.
coffee for us.
One piece.
Huh? Now you're seeing a pattern here. But here's the thing, they didn't exactly tell us how
Tell you
much
the
to sell the
price.
coffee for. We had to determine that ourselves.
Come on, my boy,
Alright, I
what?
guess that kind of makes sense.
That don't make
Selling
no
low would be
sense.
easier to sell for lower profit, and selling high might be more risky, but you earn more. Set your
Yeah.
own stakes, I see. So I did a bit of math when I got home to try and determine my price, and eventually settled on one I could manage. I first
That
started
boy
with selling to a
hands
few friends
moving,
and
my
immediate
boy.
family, trying it out with people I personally knew, and then slowly approached people in my architecture program because we'd all be at studio late at night. I could save them a walk to the coffee
Hey,
shop.
man.
This went on for a while, and eventually, after a bit of earnings, I was
Making
able to
bank?
rent out a small unit downtown and open up my
What?
own coffee shop. It did really well, and I
What?
even got to recruit a nice bundle of people who
My
first
boy got
started
a-
off as
he got
frequent
his own
customers.
shop?
Within months, I was finally rewarded with the fabled BMW that they promised us in the presentation. And with that
What?
car, I took a trip to a nearby park where a beautiful woman approached me and complimented how big my wallet was, and so I courted her, and now we live
No.
lavishly on our own island guarded by narwhals.
She only
No,
wants
I didn't sell jack shit. My mother and 2 of my friends bought a pack.
Bro, he had us in the first half, bro. He had us in the first half. Bro.
And then I realized I had 0 marketing skills because I was awkward when approaching people, and so I was stuck with an actual pyramid scheme of boxes of coffee that I couldn't sell, and the only consolation I had was that I at least liked drinking it because it did low-key slap. And now the only people who actually benefited from this were my recruit. Oh, that's how the scheme works. The presentation by the schemers really knew how to boost your ego and hyperbolize your potential to make it big. But really, they couldn't
Bro,
care
nobody
less if you
wanna-
sold the coffee or not.
They
We weren't
don't
really
care,
buying
bro.
inventory from them. We were just buying. We were the
Wow.
customers, made to seem like
They are
investors were the people we
finessers.
invested in, had
And he
nothing to
got
lose.
finesse.
And you can only imagine how many more layers of recruitments it goes up before them, with
Boy,
this
they making
scenario
bank,
repeating
boy.
itself over and over. Again, that's me, right there, at the bottom.
They making
With today's
bank, boy.
pandemic still heavily affecting many parts of the world and putting people out of jobs, you might be looking for alternative ways to make some money. And it's
Yeah.
times like these that can make people really vulnerable
Those
and
people
susceptible to these
terrible, bro.
organizations.
Just
And while the one that
messing up
finds you
people's
may not be
lives,
selling
bro.
coffee, hopefully you could sense the red flags and make better decisions, unlike
sir.
me. These pyramid schemes
be
are still
green.
around because they do still work to some extent, but it's heavily advertised that anyone can find personal success in them,
Yeah.
which is false. But hey, Narwhal Island Guard sounded pretty cool though, didn't it?
It did. Bro, ad, bro. Come on, you go hit us with an ad when you just got
Stadia
finished
is the
telling
place
us
where
you
you
got
can instantly
scammed,
stream
bro.
the
Come
best
on,
games
son.
on the things you already own.
Come on, bro. Come on, bro. Oh, that's it. Cool. Hey, man, hope y'all like that video. You dig what I'm saying? If you new, go ahead and subscribe. You dig what I'm saying? Hey, man, go check my other videos and binge watch them. You dig what I'm saying? But, hey, man, love y'all. Have a good one. Stay positive and be blessed. You dig what I'm saying? I'm gone.
With all that tough shit you talking, you know that you weak. Hey, we really been on the streets, like 24/7 that day of the week. Just wait till they let all my dogs out the leash. Hey, so much ice, I might ski. Yeah.